San Diego County's Olivenhain Reservoir is an anomaly in the West. The man-made lake is pretty much full.
The reservoir is a 24,000 acre-foot reservoir that provides water to our aqueduct.
Nadir Beg says that's a year's worth of water for about 60,000 families. He's an operator here, moving water in and out of the reservoir located near Escondido. This lake was built to help the region cope if imported water gets cut off. San Diego County Water Authority officials say the emergency water is just one tool they've developed over 3 decades to keep local water taps running.
We are secure, but we still need to do our part because these hotter, drier conditions are our foreseeable future.
The authority's Kelly Rogers says raising the San Vicente Dam, building the Carlsbad desalination plant, and water rights deals with the Imperial Irrigation District all play a role. Rogers says the projects are expensive but vital.
It's like your retirement when you're younger. You're like, oh gosh, I may never need that. But when you're retired, you're like, wow, all of the investments are paying off.
But San Diego isn't completely insulated from a climate change-driven drought that is strangling water flows in the Colorado River Basin. The Bureau of Reclamation's commissioner says all of the West's main water sources are suffering. Camille Klimlin-Toon painted the situation in stark terms during a Senate committee hearing in July.
Hydrologic variability, hotter temperatures leading to earlier snowmelt, dry soils, all translating into earlier and low runoff. This is coupled, as the committee has mentioned, with the lowest reservoir records on record.
The Bureau has twice called for Colorado River users to cut back the amount of water they take, and Toon told lawmakers more drastic cuts are needed.
Between 2 and 4 million acre-feet of additional conservation is needed just to protect critical levels in 2023.
The critical levels she's talking about are water levels in Lake Powell and Lake Mead, the West's largest reservoirs fed by the Colorado River. The Pacific Institute's Michael Cohen says both have been shrinking at unprecedented rates.
So we've seen since the drought began, really at the start of the year 2000, so already 23 years of drought, that we've lost about 170 feet of elevation at Lake Mead. And the forecasts are projecting that Lake Mead could drop even another 50 feet in the next 2 years.
That could put the system dangerously close to a condition that water managers call dead pool.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's not good. No, no, no. Oh, you're not going to walk that one off. Oh, that's so gross. Ah.
No, not the Ryan Reynolds dead pool. Dead pool happens when the lake's level drops below the valves which send water downriver to Arizona and California. Lake Mead is just 150 feet away from dead pool. If that happens, San Diego could lose half its drinking water. Cohen says the water rights the authority bought from the Imperial Valley would be worthless.
There's a chance that if the different Colorado River water users can't come to an agreement, that current rules will continue to apply, and that Lake Mead will continue to be drawn down, creating the crisis really that we're seeing right now, because people see this coming.
And while water managers may see the crisis coming, it's still hard to cut back. Cohen says California will probably end this year using more than its share of Colorado River water.
And most of that overuse is actually not coming from the irrigation district, it's coming from Metropolitan Water District. And that's, of course, because California itself is in a massive drought.
Metropolitan is the region's largest water wholesaler, serving Los Angeles and many surrounding water districts. The consequences of taking too much water now could be dire. Federal officials are giving water users a chance to determine where cuts will happen. If they can't, the federal government promises to make that decision for them. Erik Anderson, KPBS News. Thanks for watching. I'm Erik Anderson, KPBS News. I cover the environment. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button.